Hello friends and welcome to my YouTube channel Simply Stocks, and today I'm going to talk about Whirlpool, which may be 4x from here and can go to a market cap of 1 lakh crore over the next 5-6 years. So here's why I see that happening. Let's get started. First of all, a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation, and people taking any position to any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research, and I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. Before I talk about Whirlpool, here's a small request. Kindly support me on Patreon, and once you do that, it will help me do the channel. It will help you also ask me questions in greater detail. Once you get the $10 membership, you will have access to my portfolio, my watch list, and a number of podcasts that I put up from time to time. For detailed market or company talk, you can directly email me and we can work things out with a fee. Now, the company, formally established in 1911 in US, Whirlpool is focused on providing white goods such as washing machines, AC, etc. There are microwaves and many other, you can say, electronic products, kitchen accessories that Whirlpool produces, plus washing accessories. A leader in top door washing machines. Also manufacture refrigerators, microwaves, as I said, kitchen accessories, and so on and so forth. It is the biggest consumer goods brand in India, one of the oldest one and one of the most recognized one, although it has lost a bit of market share from new players, but has been in and around and has been a market leader in washing machines, especially in top door washing machines, for many years, and has performed well apart from the last 2-3 years. If you look at the financials, and these are Q4 FY21 numbers versus FY20. So if you look at, so sales went up by around 32%, profit dropped by around 16%. The Q1 numbers are also out, in which the sales went up by around 30% and 25 to 30%, and profit jumped by only about 20 to 30% year on year, and that is why people have not got into the stock. So even on Q1 FY22 basis, the numbers have not been that great. Other companies are producing double the numbers of last year June, or even more than that, and whereas Whirlpool has come out with the numbers which are, you can say, just 20-30% higher in profitability. It's a zero debt company with an ROE of 12.5% and operating profit margin of 8%, which is good but not extraordinary. And these are the kind of numbers that probably the large investors are not liking, because there are other companies, there are other businesses in other sectors that are doing even better. And so people are looking there. But what is interesting is that the valuations have also not got stretched, which is contrary to many of the businesses which are listed in the market and the stock market itself, where the valuations has gone through the roof, although the numbers have not been that great. In case of Whirlpool, the valuation comfort is there. So the stock is trading at 70 times current earnings. If the earnings expand, the numbers, in my opinion, the stock is trading at only around 40 times earnings, which is still cheap. So why it can be 4x from here? Moat and leadership. It has the leadership in some of the segments that it is working in, plus it has the moat of the brand and the pricing power, which it still commands, albeit at a lower level. But the problem here lies, or the risk lies, with the spare parts or the parts and manufacturing and the raw material cost that has risen. So once the sales are not coming and the raw material cost is rising, then you will see that the numbers might end up becoming extremely difficult to means get over, and the numbers might still be curtailed for the next 2-3 quarters. Return ratios are strong, but they can become better as numbers begin to expand. It is a top class management. There's no issue with the management, and this is one of the biggest feature of this company, that it is this management that has taken the market cap of the company from 4-5 thousand crores about 5-6 years ago, all the way to 20-25 thousand crores at the moment, and at the highs it was at 30-32 thousand crores. So the market cap expansion took place during the regime of the current management, and over the last 5-6 years, that is what has happened in front of my eyes. When I've looked at the market, this is one of the companies that has consistently performed from around 450 500 rupees in 2014-15 all the way to 26 2700 2800 as the highs, and now trading around 2000 rupees a share. So the company has done exceedingly well. It is just that the last 2 years or so has not been that great, and people are not looking at this stock anymore at the moment. Longevity of the business is set to continue in a big way, and the kind of, you can say, capacity expansion they have done over the last 2 3 years, once the orders start kicking in, once things open up completely, this will be one of the biggest, you can say, performers for the opening up trade, etc., as numbers will kick in. So coming at reasonable levels, the valuations are pretty good, and that is why I like the company, that the on valuation wise the company has done exceedingly. So the stock has done nothing over the last 2 to 3 years, and that is what is appealing about this, that the consolidation has been long. Once the breakout takes place, it's going to be a huge breakout. That's what I feel. So if you look at the performance, stock has been in a range for nearly 2 years. So it saw a sharp decline by March 2020 and declined to levels of 1400, but has doubled from those levels over the last 1.5 years. So it is not that it has not done anything. It is just that it has done less than what other companies or stocks have done. There are stocks that have gone up 20, 30, 40x. But this has just doubled from the lows over the last 1.5 years, and then is consolidating still 50% up from those levels around 2000 levels. I think around 2000 are very good levels to just keep accumulating every month. There have been pressure on earnings for once after a long time. So what has happened is over the last 2 years there have been pressure, although from 2012 onwards till 2019 the earnings have been expanding pretty well by 25 30% CAGR on the top and bottom line. So numbers have remained robust. It is just that the last 6 8 quarters have not been that great. High promoter and institutional holding with 8% free float is also a big positive, and there are institutions that are still with the stock and just holding on because they know that the performance would show through once things normalize across India. Numbers will get better. I'm hoping by FY23. So probably from so this is FY22. From 22 March onwards, I believe that these companies like Bata, Whirlpool, etc., they will perform once things starts opening up after the third wave. Inshallah, things will get better, and I would say we could see that numbers will get better. So if you look at March 2021 numbers, it has been better. June has not been that good, but things will normalize hopefully from end of 22, and from FY23 onwards, things will get much better. If you look technically, then there is strong support around the 2000 levels. Currently, the stock is trading at those levels, so these are good levels to get into. Next support lies around 1850. I think if it falls to 1850, it will be a golden opportunity to buy around 1800, 1850, because once things get better on the markets, because the markets are falling, mid and small cap are falling, so you're getting these prices. I think in 2 3 months time you will get the stock at 21 2200, and probably in a couple of years time you will see the major breakout happening from those 2550 levels. So what you need to do is probably buy at these levels and on declines. So what needs to be done? Buy close to levels of 2000, which is the current levels. It is a market leader, so what you need to do is probably buy and hold the stock. It is very hard to trade such stock, cannot be traded because the stock has not done that well over the years. It can still be 4x from these levels in the next 4 5 years. I believe that you could see 1 lakh crore market cap on the stock. It is a long term buy for 4 to 5 years. So this is my video on Whirlpool. Please like and subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon so you can get my videos straight away when I post it, and kindly support me on Patreon. Thank you.